The news tonight is from an embassy official in the U.S. Embassy here in Guatemala, and that is they are making progress. They have apparently linked the bus jacking that happened 2 days ago with another similar crime that happened back in March of last year. And they think they may have some clues, some leads on possible suspects. Meanwhile, the Richards family still in Guatemala City tonight, still waiting to go home, hoping to do so tomorrow perhaps, but they've already said they will not go without Brett Richards' body. As for the Book of Mormon tours, they continue. A new group, fresh from Utah and elsewhere, begins its first day of touring with a spin around Guatemala City. But there is a change for this group. A shadow, police officers providing an extra measure of security. Just 2 days ago, there was no security detail when this bus was run off the road, its passengers from Utah robbed, and one murdered.
I thought some or all of us may be killed.
Dr. Joseph Allen, the head of Book of Mormon Tours, was among those on that bus. He says there will be more changes. For one thing, no more small buses for small groups. From now on, they're all full-size Mercedes-Benz buses. Guatemala, like so many other countries in Central and South America, is struggling. Its people are generally poor, and generally they perceive Americans as rich, and in the eyes of a few, as targets. Still, Dr. Allen says the tours will continue. His love for this land, its history, and yes, its people, is just too strong to do otherwise.
They are wonderful people. I love the language, I love the culture, I love the history.
And you know, Dr. Allen told me very frankly that he and his boys, who also work with this tour company, got together, and as they thought about it, they said, we're not going to let a handful of thugs determine what we do with the rest of our lives. They love this country. They've been doing this for 30 years. And yes, with extra precautions, and no, this tour group that's out there now will not be going to where the bus was hijacked last week. But with some extra precautions and some changes, they say they will continue the tours.
As it should be. Brent, I'm curious, have you had a chance to talk to the Richards family at all?
Spent a lot of time with them this morning, about an hour over breakfast. They asked not to do an on-camera interview at this time. They said they want to have the chance to go back to the United States and talk to their children in person. They don't want to have to do it through the television. They are in a very emotional state. They're far away from home. It's frustrating. They still, yes, have anger at those men that killed their brother and their husband. But they also say that they do not blame in the least the Guatemalan people. In fact, they say they have been welcomed and warmed by the concern and the love and the outpouring from the Guatemalan people since this tragedy. And they also say they do not blame the tour company, that they do not hold them at fault for what happened. It just was one of those things.